Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shattered Cast. A to B. Shattered Cast Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast Uncut.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck up, Chip.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 256. 256. Yep. I am your host for tonight, the one and only T2RX6 Justin. How am I doing? I'm great. Thank you for asking. Awesome. Joining me tonight. Oh, God damn it, Robert! You can't even come on a fucking show.
You're on. The show's in progress.
Not go ahead and interrupt.
Of course, he can't hear shit.
Hello.
Hello.
And he fucking calls us the B team. You know. Guy can't get his goddamn mic working. Or headphones, for that matter. You plug them in, Robert. You plug them in. God damn it.
What if he really can't hear us and he's just fucking with us?
I'm sure he probably is too. That's what Robert would do.
I think he would do that, yeah.
So joining me tonight is the one and only Matthew DLX Baldwin. How are you?
Hey there, everybody. I'm good. How are you doing, fella?
I'm doing well, and as we know, at any point, Robert could just start talking.
Text me, because I can't hear shit.
Like that.
I'll text him.
So, yeah. And, of course, Bobby. Next is Bobby, the one and only Bobby Skullface. Bobby, how are you?
What's up, everybody? I am present.
It's going to be an awesome show tonight. And joining us at some point is Robert Detox. Who knows? I'm sure you'll hear him, interrupt at any point. So, come on, it's got to be any second now, right?
Yeah. Any second.
You guys talking? Guys, I can't hear you. I don't know. Anyway, Matt, what'd you get this week?
I got a bunch of good stuff. I got the new Siege stuff. I got the deluxes, Cog, Hound, Science Wipe, and Flywheels or Skytread. And last night I found the little smaller ones, the Micro Masters and the Battle Masters. I found those. I got Magic Square Huffer. I got the NECA It, the new one, the new Pennywise. And I got a thing from Crashbox. I got a new Dio from him. And I got a little shirt for my dog Gator. It's a little Redskin shirt. It's a property of the Washington Redskins. And thank you, Extra Zero. He picked that up for me, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I saw him wearing it on that day that you got that defeat by, what team was it?
Yeah, fucking Eagles.
Oh, right, that's right. My team.
That's another thing.
We were watching the game, and my wife and I got to talking. Like, what happens if you lose all your quarterbacks?
I know. I don't know. I think their backup was I think a running back. I think is a backup or something.
I think that's
wow. This is some fucking B team conversation going on. That's all I gotta say.
Hold on.
You're a B team. Your whole setup is a B team.
Let me get on.
Can y'all hear me? I can't hear y'all. You're a B team. Your whole equipment is a B team.
Let's talk about football. God.
Trash.
How do we do this anymore? I don't know.
Did you boot them off yet?
But
that's all I got. That's all I got, Justin.
Very good.
Oh, you're hosting.
Yeah, what the fuck you think I've been doing? Talking to myself this whole time?
I haven't heard shit.
I know. We can tell.
Welcome, back, Justin.
You know what? They changed Skype. I can't just go ahead and hang up on him anymore.
Don't do it. You don't do that to me.
I'll fucking do it to you if I want.
You don't want to.
I do want to, though. You don't understand how badly I want to do it.
But part of you doesn't want to. Don't be mean.
There we go.
Oh.
It's going to be like one of those nights.
That'll be fine.
So, Bobby, what'd you get this week?
I got the opportunity to take a look at the TFC Optimus Prime, as well as the opportunity to take a look at the Transform and Rollout Jazz,
Nice.
and the opportunity to take a look at Mezco 112th Mike Myers.
What'd you think about that Transform and Rollout
Oh,
Jazz?
you got the Mezco Myers?
It was far better than I expected.
Isn't it? You know, but you know, like my theory, like my way of reviewing it is like, it's not replacing either the Toy World or the Make Toys, but if it wasn't a big surprise of how good it actually was when you thought it was just going to be a train wreck, you know?
100% agree.
Yeah.
How do you think? What do you think of the Mezco Myers?
I liked it. The shoulders are a little off.
What do you mean off? You mean
like they're too, like the shoulders and arms, honestly, like all of that is kind of like the it's just the tolerances are off, like they're too tight, they feel stiff, they don't move freely, like they're just problematic.
Who'd you get it from?
Baltimore Brandon.
Okay. That's a good dude.
And I am adding Greg.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what I got, Justin.
I don't care what you got, Robert. What did you get, Robert?
Two
Maybe
more
the
people died in my life,
listeners
but
care.
you can keep fucking hanging up on me like a dick.
You know what? All right, so who wants to know what I got this week? Because I just hung up on him again.
Oh, God damn it.
If he's going to give me
I would
B
like to
team
know.
bullshit, I'm going to hang up on him every single time he says the word B team. So we'll see how the listeners like their A team when the A team can't get a word in. How does that sound?
I would like to know.
Yeah. The only thing I got is the Transform and Rollout Jazz, and you heard my review of it already. It's good, better than I expected, but not replacing anything I have. So, Greg, you're on the call. How are you tonight, Greg?
I'm good. How long has this call been going?
Like 23
Not
minutes,
long enough.
an hour or
minutes.
two. No, not that long.
Yeah, I just got a notification. You guys already started?
Yep.
Yeah, you said let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I didn't see that. I said go ahead and call me. My bad.
Yeah, when I got to go ahead, that's when I hit you up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Do we think that Robert's gonna trigger? I think Robert's gonna trigger.
Yeah, I think he did trigger actually.
What did you trigger? Oh, did you hang up on him?
I've hung up on him twice now. So.
Oh, well, he's too brave to be on the
Keeps
call.
talking about, being pissed off that I hung up on him, so I hung up on him for being pissed off that I hung up on him. So, Greg, what'd you get this week?
God, I wasn't on last week, so.
What'd you get last week and this week?
I don't think I got any Transformers.
That's okay. We're not a Transformer show anymore.
No, we're not.
Not
That's
really.
true.
We're a trigger Robert D show.
Yeah, actually, this week we have some Transformer stuff. So.
I got some Secret Santa stuff from one of our listeners who is also my Secret Santa.
Nice.
And I got the NECA Alien 3 video game version Alien.
Ooh.
And an Arnold Schwarzenegger action figure with a big gun that actually looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice.
Like he looked like 30 years ago. And then I picked up another Alien. I had a coupon for Target, so I picked up another one.
Is it like part of the Predator line or something?
No, these are from Aliens 2. These are the Hive ones.
No, the Arnold I meant.
Oh, no.
I mean, unless he's from Aliens and I forgot that part of the movie, but I don't think so.
No, it's from the Predator line, yeah.
Okay.
And then I got a couple of Predators that I saw at Target. They had a % off coupon for toys, so I stocked up on toys. I was there doing Christmas shopping, so I got a couple of interesting Predators. I'm not much for the people that have like 50 Predators. Like, I think that's overkill, but there was one with like swords and then one with a fucking red shoulder cape. He kind of reminds me of that version 2 Destro from the old G.I. Joe line, the one that had the gold helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
I know which one you're talking
He kind of
about.
reminded me of that, so I picked him up. He's actually really cool. And I think that's it. I don't think I didn't get any Transformers. There's not really anything out that I want right now. So, yeah, that's what it is.
What can you do?
Yeah.
So that's everyone on this podcast, because Robert actually did trigger and is not coming back at this point. That's nice. That's nice. Should we move on to some news?
Sure.
Let's move on to some news. So our first order of business is the Hobby DoubleEvil Colored test shots. I mean, I feel like this thing's been coming out for like years now. Progress is slow. It certainly looks like Overlord, though.
Yeah, I think that it looks the part.
Mm-hmm. Who's in on this?
I don't think so.
You know, I thought I was in on it, and then I'm just like, I don't know if I care, really. Like, I honestly don't know. So.
I was in on it, like, way back when, but at this point, it's just kind of, like, timed itself out of interest for me, because, like...
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Like, at this point, I've gotten used to seeing my MMC one with the G1, like, parts upgrade that they put out, and, like, I'm like, it's good enough. It's fine. I don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Well, the
Good.
I was just saying, the Master Force, like, third-party stuff, it's just all, like, such a slow trickle. And, like, I don't know if it's because no one's really releasing theirs. Like, I almost feel like some of these companies are waiting to see, like, if it's going to take off. And so, like, I get a Master Force, like, I get, like, that Power Baser. And then I have him for a little while, and I'm like, I don't really have anything else to go with him right now, and he's taking up a lot of space. And, you know, it's just not holding my interest.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a point. There was a time when I wanted to have like certain characters like represented, you know, through all the little things that I love, like have the IDW Overlord, have the MP Overlord. And like now I'm just not there anymore, and like the IDW Overlord is the one I give a shit about.
Yeah, I agree.
So like I'll just have that one, and I have a representation of that character, the one that means the most to me, and that's just kind of good enough.
And like, you know, I mean, like, considering the character, like, in the way that even the MP line is like, to me, like, the MMC ones, even regardless which head you put on them, fits in just fine. You know, like, yeah, I don't need hyper super G1 turned masterpiece, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. I just, I don't even know what that is. You know, like, I really don't. Like, the truth is I don't even know who Overlord is from G1.
Like, honestly, he's nobody. I mean, even the Master Force Overlord is not even Master Force Overlord, or not even Overlord. It's two people piloting a mech that looks like Overlord, you know?
Right.
Like, you know, you can't say that Jinrai or, you know, Power Master Optimus Prime had any personality of Optimus Prime. You know, it was
correct.
A guy who was basically riding a Gundam that looked like a semi-truck.
Well, to be fair, at the very end, he did turn into a real boy.
Right, I know. And then he goes, like, flying off and, like, into space. But, like,
Pinocchio?
You know.
Yes, just like Pinocchio.
So, yeah, I mean, like, I like the Power Master Optimus Prime and stuff. I have that. I'll probably get the, you know, if they make a God Bomber upgrade for it, I'll get that too. But I don't know if I necessarily need that Overlord anymore. It is crazy it's taken this long for it to come out, though. I mean, you had prototypes at, what, TFCon 2015 or something like that now.
Well, they had prototypes of this before Power Baser even came out.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they had prototypes of this from Jump Street.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought we just saw prototypes of it, not like 2016.
It's definitely been a while.
17.
They had renders of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. Matt, did you say you're in on this?
It looks good. I like to. It looks good. I mean, I have the MMC one too, so I don't know if I'll be in it or not. But it matters how much. I forgot how much this thing is. How much? Oh, $225. I don't know. I might be happy with my MMC one. Be fine, I think.
Do we know if his eyes light up? I assume they have to, because they just look so vacant.
Does he have electronics?
I don't know. I mean, I would kind of assume they do. Does Power Baser? I can't remember.
Yeah. He has an optional sign of light up eyes.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, because that picture of like the face close up, like, just looks dead with no. I don't know. I don't even care for, like, I wish they would stop putting these LED gimmicks in. Like, the best use of that LED gimmick has been that MP Optimus Primal, where, like, if you don't turn it on, it still looked awesome, you know?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's done it like that.
I want to know, where is Fans Hobby going? They're all over the place. You know, they came out with, you know, the Scourge, you know, their first thing. Then they did the Optimus Prime and everything. Then they did the, you know, Monster Bots. And now they're doing this. It's like, where are they going with their stuff?
I think they're just trying to clean up that niche, like the niche areas that no one else is going into.
Okay. There's some other niches that need to be scratched, or, you know, or be put into.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why they're making their RC kit for you, Matt.
Oh, nice. But Fans Hobby's not doing that. Are they doing that? They're not doing that, are they?
No, you just said there's other niches that you need to get filled.
Okay, just like, no, come on now. But I just
there needs to be something like the problem with my problem with Fans Hobby is that most of their stuff just doesn't match the general aesthetic of the rest of the lines at this point. So, like, this Overkill is actually maybe the most, like, close to the mark they've been in terms of that. It's just a bummer because, you know, at this point I'm kind of I'm not willing to go that far into the niche, so to speak. You know, like when you get at a G1, like proper G1, then it's like it's niche by niche standards. And I'm sure there's a market for it. He's a super popular character, and I'm sure it'll be successful. And I hope to get an opportunity to take a look at it, as it were. But yeah, I don't know. I think that they need to kind of identify themselves a little bit as to who they are, what they're about in regard to, like, a consistent line, and then, you know, effectively do that.
I think that's fair. So I think that yeah, I agree with that entirely. Got too many things going on. So all right.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You finish.
No, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say I don't know if fuck.
Sorry.
No. I just, like, I feel like the Monster Bots and the Power Master Prime kind of all look like they exist in the same world, but, like, this one seems like a little bit further away from that world. So maybe, like, maybe it'll be their stuff next year that I'd be most interested in seeing.
What's weird about that too is, like, considering that DoubleEvil or, you know, Overlord is supposed to go, like, one-on-one with that Power Master Prime, and then they look, you know, like, the one is so hyper, like, I mean, this is so very G1, you know, turned into a masterpiece scaled moving toy, you know, and then the Power Baser has so much, like, almost like, I want to say, like, almost like a movie type aesthetic, where it's like we took the G1 toy and then we made it more interesting looking or intricate or whatever, you know? So, yeah.
Don't worry, they'll slap some sponsored logos all over this one, and it'll look all shitty too.
It did look impressive at TFCon. I have to say that, you know, the prototype, they did really impressive, you know, in the glass case and stuff.
I think all of their stuff looks impressive. I don't think they've made anything that doesn't look good.
Right. Yeah, I love that Prime, the Scourge and the G2 Prime, whatever, and I love the Monster Bots are, you know, pretty good too. I mean, I think the only reason why a lot of people got the Monster Bots because I don't think anybody's else going to make them.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know. So, but they're good. They're good robots.
Yeah, the Monster Bots have been one that I have not picked up yet. I kind of want to, but, like, I'm just waiting. Like, I can find them on, like, a real good deal somewhere.
Right.
Someone's gonna sell them for a decent price. I'm like, yeah, sure, that sounds like a good price. But anyway, let's move on. We're gonna move on to some.
Oh wait, one thing I could see them doing the deluxe Insecticons. To be honest.
Now that would be interesting for them. That might fit their motif also. That's a good idea, Matt.
Just another, something off the wall kind of thing. I can see them doing the Deluxe Insecticons sometime.
I would like to see that, but Fans Hobby, if you're listening, make it scale with the Fans Toys Insecticons.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
And also, I feel like are these finished pictures of this overkill?
It looks like it. I think that this is finally like, hey, we're actually releasing this thing.
Because the one thing they're not really doing, at least it seems, is a finish. And this looks like a bunch of plastic to me also.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of paint.
And at $225.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get the one of the main reasons that they're charging that much is just the size of this thing.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
But,
sure.
I too would like to have seen some more paint finish on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm rolling.
Nah. So we ready to move on to things that are painted almost as much as these?
All
right. So up next we have Takara Tomy. It's official Hasbro news. Has prototypes for their Siege line. And it looks like we've got Soundwave. And I'm not sure what else is in here. Some of it's just repeats from Titan's Return and stuff, but some of it's things that I don't recognize at all. I guess they have a Prowl coming by the looks of it.
It's either Prowl or I thought I saw somebody say it's Jazz, but yeah, it does look like Prowl. But yeah, it is named.
He's got a light bar on his roof.
Okay, so yeah, that's Prowl. They got another recolor coming up for Chromia from the that one, and they got some Micro Masters and some Battle Masters and stuff.
The reactions have been pretty positive to this line, haven't they?
Yeah, it seems like it. Now I'm gonna be honest with you here. I'm an engineer. Figuring out English language is not my strong point. So turning to pictures 1 and 2, Takara Tomy. I have no idea how you would say that word.
The Swoop?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it just Paraxodon? Is the T silent? Is the P silent? How do you say that word?
Taxidermy. That's what it is.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm going to put that in Google. Is that a real thing? What is it?
Texodon. Pterodactyl.
So, if I put it in Google, it just goes to Pteranodon. So, which is the silent P, PTE.
Oh.
So, I guess that's what they're trying to go for, but the X there is everything.
Makes sense to me.
That's a Battle Master. It's one of the Battle Masters. They have that little thing on the side when it turns into an X, like a swooshing movement or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Then you got the Micro Masters and stuff.
I saw these in store finally over the weekend. Not these, obviously, but the line. And I could measure the deluxes between my thumb and forefinger by holding up to the package.
They are smaller. They are a little smaller.
My Walmart has just started getting the whichever one the blot and stuff have come in, that wave of, I guess, Titan's Return. So
they're finding these at Target.
My freaking Walmart sucks. I've so badly wanted to walk in and see one of those G1 reissues. Like, I feel like the moment I see one, whether I have the character or not, I would buy it just for the hell of it. And I have never seen one.
Wow, I got some. I'll send you.
I don't think I've even been to Walmart since those came out. I haven't been to Walmart a minute.
I don't know.
So
I'm loving it.
Does Soundwave turn into a cassette player? Does he turn into this weird looking hybrid X-Wing Star Destroyer thing?
He turns into the light pole. They did it in G1. There's a mold for it.
I feel like that would be better.
You can turn him up and it looks like a lamppost.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with these Takara prototypes are, since they showed painted samples of the Hasbro releases at STCC, and it's supposed to be like a unified line. So I don't know. Maybe they're just prototype pictures that are just now coming out. I don't know the Soundwave, but I added it just in case. But yeah, you can. There's like a way they build it in where you can half-ass them into a light mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think any of this stuff looks bad. I I have no interest in it, but I think it's all good.
It's getting better. Better paint, better articulation.
Good. It's overdue to get better.
No, yeah. It's a breath of fresh air. Fresh air.
Who's that guy that John or whatever his name is?
John Long.
The guy who's always in the videos and stuff, and he's always the one like showing off the Titan legs and shit. He's like the project coordinator or something. But apparently he did this whole spiel about how it's increased quality and all this stuff, and so like everyone's like, oh no, John said the plastic's better and there's more paint. But what he's really doing is admitting they've been half-assing it for the last 6 years. And like they know they've been half-assing it no matter what they say.
And now they're like, oh crap, we need the money because we lost that Pokemon license. Start making us give a shit about Transformers.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
That's fine.
It's shown. It has shown. It's gotten better. The plastic,
Good.
like I said, feels a lot better. And
I mean, I can definitely say, looking at them, like if I was into buying, store-based deluxes and stuff, like I'd probably be in on them. But like,
oh yeah,
I've moved on from that part of my collection, So
this would be a perfect if somebody just coming into collecting Transformers that want to collect this line or collect this size. This would be a perfect line to come in, I think, to start that.
I will say that I am interested in finding the Micromaster guys. I think they would be fun to own. If I can find that.
I can get them for you if you need them. I found them last night.
We have them at our Target too. We had everything except Voyagers.
Nice.
Yeah, they're showing up at Target now. They're not showing up at Walmart yet. So
I'll have to talk to you guys behind the scenes. So I want the rescue squad if they're out. I don't know if they're out or not yet. So, but my stores suck. They don't have anything around here. So.
One thing I noticed with the deluxe is it seems kind of shitty to people who have collected, like, who are trying to get all the characters together. Is there is the Flywheels? Is that the one that came out in this line?
Yeah.
Yeah. Skytrap. Yeah.
Or Battle Trap. So he's significantly. I hate to say this because I was just talking about how small they are, but he's significantly larger than Flywheels that came out in the last line.
No, they're about the same size.
They look different to me. I don't know, maybe not.
No, Battle Trap came out first, and then now we got Flywheels, which is Skytrap.
I saw a review on them. They're the same size. Just that
Battle
Trap has 2 robot modes for the little guys, and then Flywheels does not. He only has the combined mode. So.
No. They both have alt modes. What are you talking about?
You don't have the little robot mode for Flywheels. He's got the combined vehicles make a big robot, but each little vehicle doesn't have its own robot mode like.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, because they had to sell them separately for the kids that only got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Cog looked pretty cool too for what he is, for a bunch of weapons.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to, I guess, troop build or whatever, try to get enough, so you can separate them and make weapons out of them and stuff. And it goes well with the Metroplex too.
Yeah,
I
want Cog and I want the 6-shot. Or 6-gun, I mean.
Awesome.
So.
Do you have Triptychon?
I do.
Are you gonna get the his little guy?
No, because he has the full tilt. They came with Triptychon.
But he got the. He don't have the gun.
Yeah, he doesn't have the other
tank.
The gun and the satellite stuff. Yeah. That's coming out in the next wave, I think. That's
Then
that weird purple one they showed. That no one knew who he was because no one remembers it.
What's his name? Bubba?
Yeah, Bubba King or something like that.
Bubba Rooney.
Interesting. Yeah, then I would probably be interested in that too. So, filling out the city bot people, like the little additional robots. There was another one that came with Triptychon. I don't ever remember that.
Well, he wasn't. He was just like a little tank. He actually had a battery. He had electronics, and you put batteries in him. He was just that little purple tank. The little tower. It was when he was in base mode. He formed the tower.
Yeah, he didn't have a robot mode.
Yeah, he didn't have a robot. He wasn't a train.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just like a little tank over there. So it
Gotcha.
wasn't really he.
That's probably why I don't remember him. So.
It's one of the extra parts that came with it.
Oh, T2R XX is racist against tanks.
You know me. That's what I do. All right.
When do you think we're getting a Scorponok?
The next one. No. Omega's next. I apologize. Omega's next. After that, we'll probably get Scorponok. So probably about 2020.
Yeah, I can go ahead and pass on the next one because I already have an Omega. Thank you very much, Fans Toys.
Or DX9, whichever one you choose.
Yeah, but there's only one.
We're not racist against third party.
I think BTS said third quarter of 2021 on a Thursday.
Nice.
Thursday afternoon, we'll get in the.
They have the day, exactly what day it's going to be on?
Yeah, the time too, right? 4:30.
That's how BBTS does it.
He might be 160. He might be 500. Yeah.
They'll put 500 first, and then they'll retract and say, we was wrong. Sorry.
Well, all right. So let's move on to the next order of business here. And up next is Generation Selects Online Stepper and Red Swoop. And the only thing that this made me see is I'm like, holy crap, I kind of need the Jazz mold so I can make a Crasher. I don't give a shit about Jazz or Stepper out of this mold, but I think it'd be fun to make a Crasher out of.
Yeah.
That Swoop looks like shit.
Yeah, Dinobots. That's the one that combines into
the Nightmare.
Spartacus or something, whatever.
Spartacus. Spartacus Rex.
Something Veronica or Veronica Salt or something. I don't know. Whatever. Dinobots don't combine. Come on now.
The Stepper looks alright.
Yeah, it's fine. I think these are Takara. I think these are all exclusive. So you may have to pay a little more. Probably like $25 for her.
Yeah, I hope they get everything they want.
Me too.
Oh, I hate that. The sound in your voice is just trash.
Yeah, that Swoop looks really, really bad to me. Like,
yeah. It's fine. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, really not.
Not really,
yeah.
All right.
Man, I'm like, where's my Wolfsbane and Feral Hasbro? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question. So let's move on. We're going to move on to Tokyo. Nope, I'm sorry. 3A Deluxe Bumblebee, which I saw this. I'm like, that looks pretty cool if I gave a crap about that Bumblebee.
Yeah, I think they need to work out a few kinks. Or wait, I must not be on the right one. Let me see here.
Hey, we're about 15 days away from the movie. You ready?
I am.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there it is.
Are they not showing it Saturday where you live, Matt?
I can't find where it is, so no, I don't think they are. I wanted to go see it, but I can't find any, web page or anything that shows that they're going to be showing it.
There's one AMC on the other side of town, and I'm
Is
waiting
there?
just to get out of the way.
Nice.
This looks great. Like the joints and everything look perfect.
Yeah, like 3A usually does such like stylized stuff, and like this time it's like, it looks really good.
Yeah, it's like spot on the money.
Yeah.
Comes with a blaster, some hands, and another head.
Yep.
Cool.
Got the battle mask face.
Wow.
Like I think if I was interested in the movie, I think I would have to get this.
Yeah, this looks amazing. Well
8
done.
inches tall. Nice. 55 points of articulation.
Yeah, the price point's not egregious either. I mean,
How much is it?
150 something.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But for this type
Yeah,
of
145.
this
Yeah.
level of adult collectible.
Man, I might get this. Fuck it. I hope they make a Starscream / Blitzwing, man. That'd be pretty sweet.
Did 3A not make a Starscream, or was that someone else? I can't remember. Or no, they made the Prime with the Starscream parts or something like that. Is that what I'm thinking of?
That was Hot Toys.
No, that was Hot Toys.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. Can't keep them all straight anymore.
Wow, this looks really nice.
Yeah, it's money.
Wow.
Well done.
Bobby's gonna get 2, probably.
I'm getting 2. I'm getting 2 for each room.
Yeah.
Who's that company, the third-party company that's making? Is it DX9 or Toy World? They're making the random background characters from the last night, like the tank guy.
Oh, that was
Toy World.
That was Toy World. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna make you Starscream because
Oh.
Starscream is in the movie for like 3 seconds.
He was. Did y'all see they made another constructor? There's like 10 out now.
Yeah, I saw that.
10.
One or whatever.
There's 10 fucking. They're gonna make, I think, another 1 or 2 more. 10 fucking constructors, man.
Hey, Leo's got to eat too, man.
That's damn. I want to know. I want to meet the guy that has all fucking 10. That's what I want to know.
It just goes to show that they're like, you know, we don't have any designers right now, but we do still have this constructor mold. Like, what else can we do with this?
Let's milk the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I can't say I got 2 of them, so whatever. But I only got the one because they look like a Jolly Rancher. I like Jolly Ranchers.
Well, you should get the other one, the G2 Jolly Rancher. Isn't there 2 of them too? There's a yellow one and an orange one.
Yeah, there's a clear green one, which I got that one, and there's a clear orange one. But I'm done. I'm good. I don't have any room for the fucking green one.
You think you're good, but
no, I am. I'm good.
No.
I'll spend money.
My constructor is in a. I keep trying to time it when you guys are done. I'm sorry.
No, we're good. Go on.
I was gonna say mine's in a sad state. I got that head upgrade, and this guy, he got the re-release, and he wanted the stock head. So I sold him my stock parts, and I used the upgrade parts. And I took constructor apart because I was moving stuff around. I just got back to putting everything back together, and I can't find his fucking head anywhere.
Oh,
that sucks.
I think it turned into a cat toy, so I gotta take it apart.
So you have a headless fucking Debbie.
Yeah, he's just chilling in the living room on the floor, like by the coffee table. No head, just so he's out of my way until I can find the head. So that's
somebody give a Gregor some head, man. Anybody got extra head? Go ahead, reach out to him.
It's somewhere. It's just it probably got batted around by a cat and worked its way somewhere, and I just didn't notice because they're active at night. Obviously, they're cats. But yeah, that's a good toy. I was playing with it. Like, it's got its shortcomings, but like just playing with it again and putting it back together, like it's a nice combiner.
Yeah, it's a well done thing.
I'm still waiting for Matt to go ahead and give me the instructions for.
Fuck! I gotta find those boxes. I'm sorry, dude.
I totally so I can put that together and stand it next to my constructor.
I'll try to find them, man. I don't know where they're at, but I'll try to
figure it out sometime. If I really cared, I could figure it out. I'm sure. So.
True that, homie. Yeah. Watch a video, man. It'll be alright.
Yeah. So one of these days.
What we got?
All right, so let's move on to the next order of business here, and this is the Tokyo Comic Con or whatever.
Why does Megatron have a leaf on him?
Yeah, they really needed. They haven't quite mastered the soft goods yet.
I like the Megatron itself, but the potato sack or whatever is on him.
It looks like he's like standing on top of a vent that's blowing just enough.
Like Marilyn Manson. Not Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe. Not Manson, Monroe.
He looks like Marilyn. He looks like Marilyn Manson doing an impression of Marilyn Monroe.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure Marilyn Manson's probably like this.
Yeah, once or twice, no doubt.
He's kind of bloated now.
I kind of like the actual figure for what it is, but yeah,
I do too.
It's just like there's less movement in this piece of cloth than there was with the hard plastic that came with the original one.
Yeah, that's true. This one looks brittle. Like if you touch it, it's gonna snap. He comes with that little green thing.
I wonder who took these photos since there's instructions. Oh, no, it says you can. I'm sorry. I'm used to seeing a line through it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Doesn't Takara, Tomy, and Hasbro do some soft goods on things?
Yeah,
they're not completely out of the land of soft goods, right?
No, they've done a lot with Black Series.
Yeah, Black Series has,
and they've done a little with Legends.
Yeah, see, that's what's weird to me is like with Black Series and stuff. Like I know, like even the soft goods look a little weird, but like this looks terrible.
Yeah,
like, this looks like an '80s tablecloth. You know, like those plastic, vinyl tablecloths that I'm sure your parents had. So.
I think actually Black Series does a pretty good job of integrating most of the time. It's whenever they go with the less is more approach with soft goods, they knock it out of the park. Like what they did with Ahsoka. It's when they do like a whole soft goods outfit, like Farm Boy shirt or Leia's gown, that it ends up looking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was gonna say. If your name's Luke Skywalker, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But if you bought that Black Series Luke, you got enough soft goods to make a new hood for your Megatron and for your oversized cage. I don't care about movie stuff. Well, no, just real quick. Just it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I don't know if you guys saw it because I just saw it today. Like, I don't care about movie stuff, and I don't care about oversized movie knockoff stuff. But that Black Mamba company is doing that Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, and it's like the perfect size with the movie masterpiece Optimus, and that thing looks fucking amazing.
Right,
I've heard some good things about him. But I was gonna say, like I said about the Siege line, is a good line to come in if you're starting. If you want to start a maybe collection, I think the Studio series is a good line to start off with that, because they are really good figures for what they are. They may not look good, to some people, but they are pretty good toys.
They may not look good.
Well, I'm just saying, a lot of people don't like the movie, aesthetics, and they just don't like it. They just don't look right. But I like them, and the toys are fun. I love playing with them and reviewing them. They're really good. So it's a good line for movie stuff.
I'm glad you're happy with it.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But that side swap looks pretty good. I'm ready for that one. The Megatron looks pretty good, and I've got most of everything else on here, and it's pretty good.
The little leaf that's on top of Megatron, that was Longhaul's head or something, right?
I have no idea. I don't.
Was it really?
So.
Yeah,
No,
I think it was in the movie.
Yeah, it was just a piece of cloth.
Yeah, it's just a big cloth. I don't think it was anybody's.
No,
You're getting
it was
kinda,
somebody's head.
You're
It's
dark.
it's definitely
dark.
Oh no,
head.
you're talking about the little green thing. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are talking about you guys are confusing leaves.
Sorry. The other leaf on his head.
Cloth thing. Yeah, you mean the green thing.
Yeah, the little green
that-
in his truck mode. Looks like a little leaf also.
No, that wasn't anybody's head. That was just a regular Transformer, like the something.
I don't think so. I think that was somebody's
Yeah, I
head.
seem to remember reading somewhere it was supposed to have been like another character's head that was like regenerating a body or something. Like
Really?
that could have just been some random fan like gobbledygook.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that. But that's just me.
Well, he was named in the movie, like he was credited as Igor. So
Yeah.
I do remember that. I paid that much attention. That was
Yeah,
right before
Igor. Yeah, his shotgun and an Igor figurine. Yeah, his name was Igor. Okay, cool. Cool beans. What we got next? Since I know nobody's gonna go in on this on the movie.
Yeah, I actually think that the Grimlock looks pretty cool. Like the robot mode, anyway.
It's got paint on there. It's got some brush strokes and everything and stuff. It looks like it's weathered down stuff. It's really good.
That's cool.
Which images?
8.
Let's see.
He's a leader class Grimlock figure. He's already out. He's been out for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for NECA to make these.
And I think I saw somewhere that NECA was making some of this stuff, man. To be honest. So.
I'll wait for the quarter scale.
I'll wait for the knockoff.
All right.
I bought a couple. I got Ket a life-sized NECA Groot. He's only like a baby Groot. He's only like 8 inches tall, but he's pretty neat.
Yeah, so apparently I'm looking back at Igor here, and apparently some concept art apparently was saying that that was supposed to be Longhaul's head, but it's never officially confirmed, just a concept art of it. So
Megatron got to keep the head, but Optimus kept the face.
Mm-hmm. That's how it works. So, are we done with the Tokyo Toy Show stuff?
With the tone of Bobby's voice, yes, we are done.
All right, then that sounds like a good time to move on to me. The next thing is more images of MP44.
What? We got
He's
more?
red and he looks like Optimus and he's got things.
Oh my god!
He's
I don't think anybody's been talking about this at all.
No, nobody's been talking
I
about
haven't heard
MP44.
shit about this. I think this thing looks fucking great.
I do too.
I don't.
I got.
What?
I don't.
You said you don't.
No, I don't.
Get the fuck off this show.
Okay, see you guys.
Seriously, go with Robert. Go be with Robert in Chinese Food Land.
Yeah. Now let me show you why I don't think it looks good. Notice that almost every single picture of him, they're showing him like kind of downwards, from the downward position looking up on him. Then you get picture 3, I think that looks janky as fuck. And that shows off all the top part. And then you got picture, let's see, which picture was it? 18? Like, 18 shows everything I hate about this thing. Like, the shoulders look weird as fuck compared to that, like, high-rise part of his front chest, and then it just nothing behind it. Like, I do not like that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I see what you mean. I think that Megatron suffers from those same issues, but but honestly, it doesn't bother me.
Now, if I'm honest with you, I never liked Megatron. If you go back
no, I'm not saying that you're being inconsistent. I'm just you got to relax.
Calm down, Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like it was something that I was concerned about when I saw early pictures, but when I got it, it didn't bother me.
Sure.
But yeah, I agree. I agree with what you're saying that all of that does look less than desirable.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I just don't like. Like the paneliness of it, it doesn't look as nice as I want it to. I actually was looking at the truck mode, and I don't think I like that as much as I thought. Like MP10 kills the truck mode, in my opinion. This one doesn't come close to MP10's truck mode.
I like how his legs look more like the back of a junky back of a truck, like where it hitches to the trailer, than an MP10 where it's like robot shins.
Sure. No, I can agree with that. But the cab of the truck is the big part for me. I mean, the legs are mostly covered by the trailer if he's going to be in, truck mode. So.
Yeah, I don't think MP10. I mean, obviously, I don't think any of us think MP10 looks bad.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't think any of us think MP01 necessarily looks bad. But
no. I actually just saw some pictures somebody posted today, and it had like MP01, MP10, and MP40, whatever this 44, 45. And I was taken back. I was like, damn, MP01 still looks good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he looks great in his robot mode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I bought my MP01 after I bought MP10.
Oh, really?
MP10's you want to go back. Yeah, I saw it in the store, but at the time I was still like,
Dude, you could beat a grown man with MP01. Literally, a grown man beat down with the MP01.
Oh, I thought you were getting into some like weird sex thing for a second.
Oh, I mean, you can use for sex too, but I'm just saying you could beat a grown man down with that fucking MP01 because it's a heavy, beefy.
Oh, you said beat a grown. I thought you said be a grown man with it. And
no, you can beat down a grown man.
I'll be honest with you, that's what I heard too.
I'm sorry. If somebody tried to rob your house and you didn't have a gun or anything, you could grab the MP01 and defend yourself.
Probably true.
That. Just saying. But anyways,
I
think this looks great.
I think this looks great.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it looks spectacular. It just doesn't look good enough for me for the price tag.
I agree. So let me ask you this, Bobby: are you going in on any of the third-party offerings to check them out?
I might go in on the Magic Square.
Yep.
I like how intimidating he looks, and depending upon the price and and the paint finish of how he ends up, that one's on my radar.
So let me ask you another question.
I'm not pressed.
Another question. If they were to release this MP44, same price MP Megatron, no trailer, you in?
No trailer?
No trailer.
No. Trailer, I'm in. No trailer, no.
I thought you'd be totally opposite. That if where would I? You don't really need the trailer. You could just have.
No, I don't need the trailer. I don't. But Megatron was a pricey fucking thing too.
Yeah.
So it's still not like if they did this at like 175, 150, no trailer, I'm sold all day long. But when I start being like, man, you can get Emperor Palpatine Hot Toys with the throne, or get, Optimus with no trailer. That's when I'm like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause MP Megatron, he came with like the stock and stuff for his gun, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So like he was still a complete figure. Like Optimus is not complete without his trailer.
Yeah, and I didn't have a Megatron.
Right.
I have a Prime that I'm content with. I do think that he is in need of an update, and I would jump at the opportunity to get a Takara update to him. but I just don't feel like that shit is worth the money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like Megatron was worth the money. I'm happy with my Megatron. Don't get me wrong, but like when I look at it and think like, man, what could I like? You know, would I have been that less happy with Despotron that also transforms? You know, for $100 cheaper. I don't know.
Yeah, but you can't compare it to Star Wars and stuff. This is a lot.
But I just compared it to Despotron.
Okay, I'm sorry. But
did Despotron come with a stock? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think it was just a gun and just. I don't even think he came with a mace, did he? He was just the robot.
He had the Starscream head. I remember that.
Yeah, but I don't think he came with any accessories.
Yeah, not really. Not that I can think of.
If the NP hadn't come out, that probably would have been the one I ended up going with.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too, for sure.
And I pre-ordered this guy from Amazon Japan. That's the way I do.
I did too.
Masterpiece business these days, but I still might pick up the Magic Square.
Mm-hmm. I have the Magic Square pre-ordered, and this one is kind of like I would like to check it out, but I just don't know if I can. I mean, I've been trying to think like, well, if I can like pay a couple $100 here and there, but then like even at the end, I'll still know what I paid for it, and that in itself might make me unhappy. So I don't know.
How much is the Magic Square one?
Like 120, something like that.
Oh my god!
Something for just the.
Now, is that a good thing? Like, are you saying it's going to be a 120 bot, or is it? Do you think that it's going to be really good? Like, I'm only paying 120. Are they going to cut corners? Is it going to be?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really like 120. I don't really. 120 doesn't really fall in that pocket for me. That I'm only spending 120. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm spending 120 on a transformer, I'm like, this shit better be good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm spending 120 on this fucking thing.
I agree. That said, I'd rather pay 120 and not enjoy it than pay 400 or three something.
I mean, I don't want to do either, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta look the Magic Square. I really need to see. The concerns I have with the Magic Square are really the finish. Like, cause if that shit looks like a pile of cheap plastic for $120, it's not worth it.
Where do you have yours pre-ordered, Justin? Because I just checked. I'm checking to see what it is on the main sites, and I don't see it anywhere.
Which one? Magic Square?
Yeah.
I thought I had it on BBTS. I have to check.
Yeah, I don't see it on BBTS.
Yeah.
I searched for Magic Square, so I don't know.
Maybe I Fever Dream pre-ordered it somewhere. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, yes, I think that like he does have that like disconnected, I'm made of 1,000 pieces look that Megatron has. But aside from that, I don't really have one complaint about how this presents. Like, I think it has, like, they didn't go to tune. Like, people are hitting me up like, yeah, well, I'm in for the tune look, so I'm going with this. And I'm like, man, you put this shit next to the cartoon, this shit doesn't look like it. I mean, it's definitely inspired by it, but there's much more line work and detail in this, which I think is great. I think it makes it look fantastic. But I don't really have any complaints about it. Like, the only complaint I have is that, like, I can't justify the price to myself. And that's it. Like, I think, like, I don't fault anybody for getting it. Like, if you somebody, Chevy 4x4 hit me up tonight and he's like, man, I want it so bad, but it's so expensive. I can get it here for this price or here for this price, and blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, if you know you want it, get it. Like, this company doesn't make bad things generally, so like, if you know in your heart, like, and I'm talking to the listeners, like, that you want this thing, that you need this thing, just get it, because you already know. Like, don't fight it. Just because the price is high. I mean, if you really give a fuck, I mean, I have paid more for shit that I'm like, man, I know it's not worth this to me, but the character is, and I don't feel any regret about it. It's just my personal decision.
Yeah.
There's somebody listening right now with their fucking crypto out, like, trying to decode what you just said, like how to turn it into don't buy this fucking thing.
Yeah, like I think if you want this, if you look at this and you're like, man, I must have this no matter the cost. That it's already in the description, you know.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like if this is something that you want to buy, do it. You know, like everybody has different things they like, and you know that's fine.
And it's your purchase. You know, you're the one that decides if you like it or not. And if you really, like you said, if you really want it, save. Like that thing ain't coming out till August. Put $10 aside every week, and you got it, man.
Just know that when you get that money, like, because that's a problem that I have. Like, if I save, that's why I like the payment plans on Sideshow, because I don't really have to save. Because like when I save, like for this, right? Let's say I was buying it from just regular American retail. Let's say I was buying it from BBTS, and I had $450 set aside. That day that I went to pay for it, there's a chance I might look down at that $450 I saved and be like, no, I'm not spending this on an action figure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then that's a win situation as well, then.
Yeah, but like, it can be, you know. But you
put that money in your kid's college fund, Bob.
Yeah, of course. Or you know, or like I was looking at, like when I did the SDS for it, I was like, you know, like fuck, like I just started Googling like shit, like to see if I could get something, like, and I was like, fuck, I can get a washing machine for less than this. Like that fucked me up.
But do you need a washing machine though? Do you need a washing machine right now?
Right.
You know how many air fryers you can get for that?
Dude, mad air fryers. I saw somebody recently post and say air fryer recipe, like somebody unrelated to the community, and they're like, air fryer recipes, go. And first I was super annoyed because I hate the go shit in social media, and then after that I got past that and I was like laughing at air fryers.
Are you sure it was somebody outside the community? Because I'm pretty sure I saw somebody that's affiliated somehow with Rome. There was like, I just got an air fryer recipes, go.
Oh, maybe they did, but no, mine was on Instagram and it was with somebody I work with.
Oh. Do you guys do Tumblr?
I have a Tumblr account. I've never used it.
I think had one too, but a Tumblr account,
but
Kit and I don't remember starting one, but we both had one because they're cracking down on adult content. So we wanted to see what we could post.
I just read about that recently.
We wanted to see what we could post to get flagged because everybody's talking about how ridiculous it is. And Kit posted like pictures of the hedgehogs, the cat, and like it all got flagged for inappropriate adult content.
Really?
And I posted the RC tit thing. I posted cat butts. I posted like stuff like trying to get flagged. Not a damn one. Not a single one.
Wow.
H.R. Geiger artwork. Like shit like that. But Kit posted a picture of the hedgehog in her lap. And it said it was showing genitalia.
Wow.
That's a pretty bleached area. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And I'll tell you, there's one other thing I wanted to say, and Matt, I know that this transforms. I know it's more intricate in that regard. I'm with you. I totally understand that component. I get it. But the other thing, when I saw I could get that Hot Toys Prime, and then I have my MP10, and he's in my Transformer shelf with my Arc bots, and that's a Prime on that shelf, and that box is kind of checked. And I was like, when I saw I could get the fucking Hot Toys Prime, and I could put it like in a DTOF in a separate display of just representing another like a franchise I love in a different size and scale and aesthetic to an extent. That was another thing that started fucking with me. You know, like which one am I going to end up appreciating more? You know, my $450 Optimus Prime that sits in the back of a shelf with 10,000 Arcbots standing in front of them, or this 375 figure that's, you know, going to be front and center in a DTOF, lit up. Exactly. And that started fucking with me.
I got you. I feel you. I understand that. Yeah. I mean, that's because when people walk in, you know, if they saw that MP Prime and then they saw the statue, be like, wow, that statue looks good.
Yeah.
You know, and everything. They would still think the MP looks good too, but it's a.
But I don't think it would be as appreciated, and not even just by guests, but by myself. You know, I don't think I would get the money out of it. Just I'm only going to see him from his grill up.
Got you. Yeah, because you got stuff in front of him and stuff.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
All right. I'm sorry. We can continue.
Right. Isn't it good when we come together and we agree? So it feels good. Okay, we got questions.
Yep, questions time.
I didn't delete a couple that didn't get because they were still there, and I wasn't on the show, so I didn't know if maybe for some reason you guys didn't get to them. So.
I think the only one we did was the MP collector.
Yeah, that's the only one we did.
So who's reading? Not me.
Yeah, I'll do. I can do it. Let me just delete this one. So, dear SCU crew, our fandom likes to debate Takara versus third party, as well as the value of paint, sculpt, and engineering, and our favorite figures. More recently, we tend to analyze the recent move towards extreme devotion to the 1980s animation. What we talk about less is the specific. Oh, that was all part of the same fucking question. My bad. MP Collector's new question is Matt's recent top 5 video got me thinking about my favorite figures, and surprisingly, Make Toys Downbeat rose right to the top. One of the things I love most about that figure is that I feel like it fits in well with the pre-tune accuracy releases, as well as with the current crop of pure animation accuracy inspired releases. Are there any other third-party figures that fit that bill for you guys, with half of our collections falling in the old style and the other half in the extreme animation camp? I feel like figures that can fit into both worlds are worth their weight in gold. Let's say the SCU cast. I think that's a good point. I would put Downbeat in there for sure.
Sphinx
100%. The Fans Toys Dinobots, the Gigapower Dinobots, to be fair.
With the Fans Toys Insecticons?
Yep. But to be honest, I'd probably put most of Fans Toys in there. Like, they've definitely adapted to the more cartoon accuracy look, but they still keep a lot of that old, like, style and line work and stuff.
The Perceptor. I think the Perceptor would go in with that.
The KFC Blaster, I would put in there.
Probably the Siege stuff.
What did you say, Greg?
Siege.
The Siege stuff I'd put in there.
Exactly. I think
they use that wet brushing technique.
They do. It's nice.
Power of the Primes.
I love their strokes, man. Their strokes are really good, man. I think their the Retgar, KFC Retgar maybe would fit in.
Yeah, I would put that in there. I think that this this DX9 breakdown sort of fits in there for me, aesthetically. Whereas like the X Transbots ones seem like hypertune.
Yeah, I would agree.
Let's see. Trying to think of any other ones. To be honest, Constructor.
Yeah.
Which version though?
Either
the yellow weather down one or the orange clear one.
Probably the. But I like those silver legs. So I'm sure.
Nice. Is that the only? Would that be the only combiner that would fit into that? I don't think any other one would fit in that.
Yeah, I would say so. Like I would put in the Zeta Bruticus if the colors. You could probably make the argument for the Zeta Bruticus because the colors are more toy.
Maybe the aerial bots when it finally gets finished. I think since we've seen combined modes, that might fit in.
Can't wait for that shit.
What about the Unique Toys Bruticus?
I think you could make that argument. For sure.
I'm making it. God damn
it. I think you can definitely make that argument for the Unique Toys Brawl, Swindle, and maybe even Onslaught.
I don't think not Warbotron. Definitely.
No, that was always stylized. But that shit, I mean, like, dude, I still get grief from my wife about selling that. Because I was like, yeah, that's it.
Why do you sell it?
Just because I don't need it anymore, but like that was her favorite Transformer figure of mine. Like it was the one that she thought looked.
Shame on you, dude.
Yeah.
You get that back, man.
That's what he does. He gets everybody else to buy shit, and then he turns around and sells his. And if you're lucky, he'll be like, "Oh, why didn't you buy mine? It was sold to you for cheaper."
Yeah. Trying to think of any of the mini bots. Would they fit in?
Bad Q's Brawn.
Yeah.
I think Rob's welcome to this house. I got tired of that thing. Like one day, just one day, I was just like, man, I don't like
Huffer. What Huffer?
I think the original Cubex Huffer. I think the new one kind of seems a little bit more in the later style tune accuracy camp.
Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised that the original, like they changed like the whole look of the truck and stuff. Like I really like their original Huffer truck. I don't know. Maybe it was just me then. Maybe I'm the only one who liked it, but I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
Plateau.
Yeah, all those stand out to me. Anybody else got any other ones they want to add into the?
I think we named everything.
So hey, SCU crew, 2-part question here. This is from Tiderium Hanger. Part 1 is, why do you think we have not seen a true MP Sharkticon or Alicon from third party yet? There have been some for the G1 aesthetic and on the Legend scale, but not MP.
Do you consider the iGear and the Unique Toys ones not?
See, I think they're flexible, and I think that's why we haven't seen it. I think that they probably are best suited for Chug.
Really, I think they go great with the Dinobots from Fanatics.
I do too, and I think that's what it is that like they're one of those few pieces that like work with either scale, and because there are 2 different options for a total of 6 pieces for one's collection, I think the companies probably see that as itch scratched, and they're not sure that the market can support. But it probably could.
I think it could, because especially for the troop building.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm just saying that's what I think the
are,
motivation might be.
Yeah, and with the 2, they're totally different. You got one long face, wide the long face, and the other one is kind of rounded. So I think if another company did another set, I think they'd sell really good because you'd have a mixture of different looking Sharkticons and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, before someone at home gets to do it, there's actually 7 options, Bobby. You forgot the Neon Commander, the iGear.
Oh, the iGear leader, yeah.
The purple.
But those things are like 5 years old, and they're not easy to get. They're expensive.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I kind of look for them on social media, on like eBay, and like people are parting out the set, and they were like, I mean, I haven't looked in a while, but they're like $60 a piece.
Wow, I'm about to sell too.
For the
I think they were like 30.
I mean, I think revisiting some of that shit. I mean, at this point, I personally don't think that the options from way back when are a deterrent. Would be a deterrent, but
yeah, you might be right.
But then Keith's kind of dipping his toes in that whole
Quintesson bag.
Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he didn't have something.
Yeah.
I would like to see someone re-release some Sharkticons. Like, I like my Unique Toys ones, but like the Sharkticons are the kind of thing like I would not be opposed to just buying another set too. Like can't have too many of them. So
true.
What characters do you guys think should be made that did not have a G1 figure made but were in the cartoon? Alpha Trion, Orion Pax. Yeah, we got RC, but what else? Thanks, Tiderium Hanger.
So like people say like Orion Pax, but like I don't really care. Like I don't really want a toy of him. Like I want Optimus, and that's all. Like Orion Pax, like I could see why people would want him, but not me personally.
I'd take a good Alphatron. I wouldn't mind him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Justin. I really don't care about that type of shit. I think that they could probably get away with it, with that Autobot X that X Transbots has coming.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
I think DevCon is another one that I kind of hear people talking about a lot.
Yeah.
Well, how many Swerve figures have we got? 3? 3 Swerves?
We got Chug. Yes. We got a alternator.
Well, 4 if you count the Make Toys.
And he was only in 1 episode.
Yeah, but they're spinning that off, though. I don't think we would have gotten 4 Swerves had we not gotten 4 Gears.
Oh, I know, but then you look at I'm just saying, it's like people will buy Swerve, is what I'm saying, and people buy skids, and like these are people that aren't even necessarily into the comic book. So I think there'd be a market for.
Yeah, I wonder how Skids is doing. That's an interesting one. Like I remember talking to Hung when he got the Bad Cube gears and Swerve, just like the X Transbots or KFC, whichever one it was, the Wreck-Gar and Junkion, and like it got to a point where he had to like say like I can't sell them individually because I'm left with 10,000 Swerves and Junkions, and I've got one Wreck-Gar and 3 gears left. You know, like I remember him having to sell them as a pack. Yeah. You know, and then like all the online spots were like, you got a deal if you got both or whatever, because they were just, you know. So I don't know. The numbers game and all this shit is very interesting to me, and I wish I was privy to more of that information. You know, it's none of my business, but I'm still curious about it.
I mean,
maybe you can ask. Why not? Turn your box art.
Yeah. I'll charge numbers information for box art. Anybody else on that?
No. I mean, like I said, I would like a Alphatron, but if I don't get one, I'm not gonna be sad. But you know, other than that,
I just want. I personally would like some of the human characters represented in like a better form. That's what I really want.
Yeah, and even some of like the non-human, like the alien characters.
Oh, the Magic Square. Yeah. The Magic Square.
Yeah, that thing. Alien. And then the little frog face thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just feel like we really could use some of the characters in much better form. Like, you know, I like the what the hell is his name? Dr. Wu partners, the Spike and Sparkplug. Like they look awesome, like so detailed. It's like, but then the next thing they came out with, like the Dr. Arkaville, I'm like, why the fuck is he not in the scale with those guys? Like, why would you do that? You know?
Yeah, we've been saying that for a while. I think since the show started, like you and I specifically have been singing that song.
Yeah, I mean, like, and there's so many like notable. I mean, there's so many like, you know, episode of the day things. Like, someone could make a Raoul with some detail on his face. You know, like, why not? I would stick him next to Drax.
So. And that little lizard guy.
Yeah.
Like with the tail.
Hell yeah.
Lazardo, you mean?
Yeah.
Did y'all see where China announces punishment for the intellectual property theft thing going on?
No, what happened?
They just announced they're going to start punishing, and that could restrict companies from borrowing and state funding support over intellectual property theft.
Where do you see that?
It's on Facebook. It's on Facebook. It's on Bloomberg, and people are posting it on Facebook now. So
thank God. Jesus.
Cracking down, man. It says China set has a total of 38 different punishments to be applied to IP violations starting this month. Documented, dated on November 21st, released by Tuesday and stuff by the National Development and Reform Commissions and signed by various government bodies, including the Central Bank and Supreme Court. So it might be cracking down.
And then the last question was, hey, SCU crew, first congrats to Bobby for purchasing the first 1/4 statue. Actually, I just learned recently that it's a 1/5 scale statue, so I still
What?
Yeah. I've been listening for the last few months, waiting for him to break down. Bobby, you should do a short video on it. I might. With G1 collecting slowing down, where do you all see your collection habits in the next 5 years? New lines, phase life, perhaps invest in a display more worthy of such a collection, like those Magic cases Bobby has touched on it a couple times. What do you all think of the progression of collecting? A few years ago, spending $400 on a figure was unimaginable. Now Flame Toys Tarn is selling out with relative ease. I'm sure this has been asked before. Collecting habits and chosen scene are ever changing. It's a good question to revisit. Thanks, guys. I agree. I think that once I kind of get I'm gonna make this quarter scale thing happen. I know how I'm gonna do it now. I don't even need to get rid of my wife's father's cabinets to make it happen.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this isn't that pleasant, but I think that
so terrible.
After I get that done, my main focus is going to be the display, and that will involve rethinking a lot of my shit. Not a lot. I'd say probably half of my shit in terms of how it's displayed. I just want what I am showing to reflect the money, time, energy, and effort I invested into acquiring those things.
Now, do you mean your actual collection or more shelves in the bathroom?
More shelves in the bathroom is what I'm getting.
Because if you got rid of that toilet, you could probably get a couple of detox in there.
Right.
Oh yeah, you can get detox in the bathtub too.
Yeah, I'm actually going to buy. I'm actually going to buy one more detox.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
You do. Oh, you have a curtain. If you get a sliding glass for your shower,
yeah.
and put some shelves,
You can see the detox through the glass.
Make the tub its own detox.
yeah.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. That's a good idea.
And then when it's time to wash everything, just turn the shower on, turn it back off, let it dry. You're good.
I'm gonna put one detox in my office, and then I'm gonna put 2 in the library upstairs.
Nice.
And that was my wife's. Well, half my wife's idea and half mine, and then I got this spot downstairs where I'm gonna put quarter scale stuff, and then my entire goal is to make this shit look perfect from then on out.
Nice. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just get more and more stuff, and I'm gonna start, instead of stacking side by side, I'm gonna stack them on top of each other, and that's gonna be my display from now on. And they're gonna reach up to the top of the shelves too. That's how I'm gonna stack on 2 to 3 at a time.
Put some floating shelves on top of your floating shelves.
Exactly. That's what my collection is. And every time that I show Bobby, I want to hear trash. That's all I'm going to hear.
Hey, Matt, I want you to take it to the next level, though. No floating shelves, floating detox.
Man, how are you going to get floating detox, though? Man?
If you can't figure it out, then I'm afraid you're not
in.
into the next level stuff.
That's where you come in, Matt. You come up with the science.
Okay, I'll do that. Let me think about that. But
I'm gonna start buying triples so I can display from the back and the top. And I'm gonna get one of those little rigs like Michael Keaton and Batman, so I can hang upside down while I look at my collection, so I can appreciate it from all the angles.
Nice.
What about you, Justin?
For me, like, I don't know. Once I'm done with the Transformers, like, I think I'm done. I'll probably pick up like a few things here and there because like I love the Dragon Ball Z figure arts and stuff like that. But like, I'm interested in being done, if I'm honest with you. So, you know, there's just so many other things in life that money can go towards that like it makes me feel a little bad that I spend money on my hobby like that so much. So I don't know. You know, yeah, I could go buy like, you know, by the time we're done here, you can put my kids through college and then I can buy myself an awesome car. You know, I'd like to drive around in like a Porsche 911. You know, I think that'd be awesome. So.
Yeah, and then when you go to sell it, you'll be used to taking a loss from all the toys you sold.
Exactly.
So
you know, it won't hurt quite so bad.
Are the off topic, the Storm collectible, the Mortal Kombat stuff, is that good stuff?
Yeah, they're good action figures. Yeah.
Okay.
They feel like they feel like where NECA should be by now in terms of articulation.
Articulation, the NECA horror stuff has got some good articulation.
It might. Just like the last NECA action figures I got, I think were Harley Quinn and some turtles, and I was like, this is fucking why this company irritates the piss out of me.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But yeah, they're well made. They're well made, but they don't feel like import figures to me. Like they don't have that polished feel that like Figma and Figuarts do. Like they feel like American figures, which is strange. But
are they priced okay?
Yeah, they're usually like $50-$60 somewhere in there. Thanks.
That's not bad. Goro, yeah. How much was Goro?
Goro was like 90 or 100. He was more obviously, but
I need to watch your review.
Do you think Storm's doing like a reverse Keith and like there was some American dudes like pretending like they're Chinese?
Maybe. I think Storm is giving Street Fighter a little bit of that Mortal Kombat treatment though right now, because we got like 4 or 5 new Mortal Kombat reveals and a whole bunch of Street Fighter repaints. So I'm looking over at you Street Fighter collectors like, yeah, it's your turn to fund my collection a little bit now, since all my ninjas funded yours.
If you had to choose between the two, which one would you do? Which one do you like the better, the Street Fighter or the Mortal Kombat?
They're both good. I prefer the Mortal Kombat, but I prefer Mortal Kombat.
Okay, as a game, okay.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, like,
I do too.
So here's the difference. If like Figuarts is doing Street Fighter figures and Storm is doing Street Fighter figures, and I went with Figuarts, and I'm comfortable with my decision. Like I have some regrets here and there, but overall I'm comfortable with my decision. If Storm and Figuarts were doing Mortal Kombat, I would probably lie and say I'd pick one, but I'd probably end up getting both. But gun to my head, I'd probably choose SH Figuarts.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a Storm U, and I'm not overly, like, I'm not gushing about it left and right on social media. Like, he's fine, but like, if I woke up tomorrow morning and someone broke in my place and stole one thing and it was that figure, I wouldn't really.
Greg, do you ever gush on social media?
Only when I'm talking about you.
Okay, cool. Well, beans.
Yeah, it's just me and TJ have a private Facebook group. It's just me and TJ.
Dude, I had a wonderful. TJ was on my around 30 minutes, and he was awesome. I can't wait to have him back on. That dude is top notch. He's a good, wonderful dude. I like having him.
Sure, though, Matt.
That's true. I'm a whore. I accept that. But you know, having TJ on was really good. I'm not saying everybody else has been great. I'm just saying TJ was really cool and everything.
You know who hasn't been on that show?
Well, Justin, you have it.
And
you're
Greg.
next. Don't worry.
Why don't we replace Robert with TJ then?
Wow.
Shout out to Robert D, who actually triggered and didn't come back.
Yeah, he did not.
I love that dude. He's going through some stuff. So I guess we're gonna.
Yeah, let's wrap it up so I can get to bed.
Shoutouts to Courthouse Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerve Rage Radio, Wigs,
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse,
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. The sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now.
Shut the fuck